our board had constructive meetings with Minister Geerlings and with the Council of Ministers. We have also spoken with the SZV, the Council of Advice, and the National Recovery Bureau. In our meetings with the government, we discussed the 2019 draft budget, the plans for restructuring of the tax authority and financial management, liquidity support, the 2018 budget performance, the financial statements from 2013 until 2017, and the target instruction from the Kingdom Council in 2015. Looking at the revision of the 2019 budget and the plans for restructuring the tax office and financial management, we can conclude that we support the course set by the government of Sint Maarten. Given the difficult financial circumstances and the need to get a balanced budget soon, we encourage Sint Maarten to speed up with the aforementioned topics. I will now give a more detailed insight to some topics mentioned. I first want to focus on the budget of this year and the project the government of Sint Maarten wishes to implement. The budget 2019. Sint Maarten is in the process of presenting a reverse draft budget 2019. This is planned for discussion in the meeting of the Kingdom Council of Ministers of the 22nd of March. The CFT was asked to advise the Kingdom Council before the 5th of March. Based on the information yet provided, the projected regular income and expenditure for 2019 seem reasonable. I must add that although the quality of the budget has improved significantly, it does not fully meet all requirements. Due to uncertainties regarding the financing of projects to be executed in the coming years, the capital expenditures budget raises some concerns. It's not yet clear which major projects will be funded through the capital budget and which projects will go through the trust fund. We have discussed this matter with the Minister of Finance and recommend the government to finalize the financing aspects of these projects. According to the Kingdom Act on Financial Supervision, government's loans must be submitted to the CFT for advice. Furthermore, all proposed loans and investment must be included in the budget. Therefore, we have advised the government to have a clear outline of the capital expenditure and the findings thereof. I come now by the debt issue and also some words about economic growth. The IMF recently published their so-called Article 4 consultation and made the following forecast. I cite, "In a scenario without any adjustment on the revenue and spending side after 2018, the debt path will be unsustainable, with the debt rising from 49% of GDP in 2090 to 72% by 2023. End of citation. The IMF recommends income increasing measures for the coming years and to implement short as well as long-term measures to ensure a balanced budget. For 2019, the IMF, but also the CBCS, the bank, projects an economic growth of more than 2%. This is based on the recovery of the tourist industry and strong investment for reconstruction. Thus far, we have taken notice of the reconstruction efforts and commend the St. Martiners for the progress made thus far.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
It's another list of the many lists of requests and meetings that have been called or requested urgently and seem to have to be left on the prerogative of the Chair Lady of Parliament, which is her right. But at least answer the request. Don't just leave the request there hanging. Because again, we are not here on anyone's invitation, but to the people of St. Martin. So it's not like one is more higher than the other in Parliament. However, we all respect the chair. But if a meeting is called or requested, the least that can be done is answer the request. Member of Parliament, this can be done at this time. I'm looking into it. I'm trying to find a slot. We are trying to book it in. At least answer the request. But don't just have the request just there in oblivion because you're the chair and it is your right and your prerogative to do it how you feel. It's not just a press conference because we want to come and have pleasantries. No. It's a general deficit right now happening in Parliament, and I've never seen it this way, where you simply have one individual bends and twists and turns the rules to how they see it fit, and everyone else must go along. And at this point in time, I am saying that I have had enough of it. We have a number of meetings that have been requested, and this post office meeting is a serious meeting, and it is a serious request. Because you're playing with the lives of people. And it can't be that government one way can find monies for international companies to come and do jobs and work here in St. Martin, but they can't find money for their own people. Something is wrong with that.
From the Ministry of General Affairs, a few weeks ago, the Dutch Audit Chamber came out and they gave a report. Now, this is nothing new that came out in this report because this is what we've been singing. I could talk for myself at least, since I was sworn in on April 2nd, that we are not prepared, we are not ready, nothing is happening, everything seems to be stagnant. The Dutch Audit Chamber stated that up to date, there has been no roofs rebuilt from the Dutch recovery funds. Now, that was also placed in the motion that was tabled against the Prime Minister last week. But then you see that the government keeps saying that there are only 7 roofs that they are working on. But the Prime Minister started to refer to things that the NGOs are doing and different things. But my question is this. We ask about what the government has done, not the NGOs, not Kit Franca, not the White and Yellow Cross, not the Red Cross, because the first visit that I made as a member of parliament was to the St. Martin Development Fund because I saw the need for repairs on the roofs. And I had a very good discussion with Mr. Kit Franca. That was the first thing in April that I did after being sworn in. And he gave a listing of all the work that he did, but at the end of the day, he's only one NGO. And you have the Red Cross. But the main golden $1 million question is, what has the government done in terms of recovery for the people? I even appealed to the Prime Minister to go publicly and explain the people of St. Martin while at, whether it be an open air meeting at the government administration building, just like how in a campaign we do rallies, speak to the people, tell the people what is going on, the reality of things. But up to now, my call has fell on deaf ears, and we have seen nothing been done since then. Another issue that I pressed for right before the hurricane season, when I said that we do not have enough shelters. That was the main thing that I was pushing for.
We have 4 months.
And when I go back to questions that I posed in April of 2018, I said, how prepared are we for the upcoming hurricane season? I also asked questions as to what is the plans from the government in regards to shelter? And I would just like to go into one of the answers that was given since April of last year, almost a year today. Shelters during disasters. There is a need for building hurricane-resistant buildings that can function as shelters within the various districts in our communities. At the moment, discussions are ongoing to build 5 multipurpose buildings with specific roles in disaster management. However, the locations are not yet formalized. Now, I asked the Prime Minister, maybe on different occasions since then, where are the locations? What are your plans? No, we can't discuss it as yet. We don't know as yet. Here we are, going into another hurricane season within 3-4 months. Up to now, no plan. So how long do we plan to carry on with this government that's simply saying, we don't know, we'll see, we acknowledge, we will discuss, and all it seems to do is acknowledge the problems, but there's nothing being done. So this, again, is more grounds to the fact, and I like to emphasize, the people of St. Martin deserve better.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for. Contact WIB today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices, the Windward Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
Good evening. And indeed, it's a privilege for us to be able to have you with us this evening for the official opening of the Bush Road Self-Service Branch. At this time, I'd like to welcome the host of this evening's proceeding to the stage to address you. Please welcome our General Managing Director, Mr. Derek Downs.
It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the celebration of the opening of this new branch of the Windward Islands Bank. From its humble beginning, WIB's goal has always been to serve the people of St. Martin by providing reliable, cutting-edge, and widely accessible banking products and services in a comfortable and secure environment. I am also especially happy and proud of this new branch because it represents a symbol of our resilience and faith as a people to overcome severe challenges as we continue to rebuild in the wake of the devastation caused by Hurricane Irma just over 15 months ago. We at WIB understand and appreciate the importance of a vibrant financial sector to fostering economic growth and development of St. Martin. Therefore, I assure you that we will continue to be a valid partner in this effort by offering our support to businesses, government, and the wider community to completely restore robust economic prosperity to our island. Central to the success of WIB is the unwavering commitment and dedication of its management and staff to improving the quality of service to its customers. This new branch is a testament of our commitment to keeping in the forefront of banking by offering products and services that leverage the advances in technology. This branch will offer some of the latest advances in digital banking. And while not all that we want to introduce is currently in place, we give you our assurance that more innovative solutions will be coming in the very near future. At this juncture, I would like to specially mention our Assistant Managing Director responsible for retail banking, Mr. Hector Gums, who on February 6, 2019, celebrated his 40th year of working at the Windward Islands Bank. Hector, we thank you for your many years of hard, dedicated work and the leadership that you've shown. While there will be a separate segment where a vote of thanks will be mentioned, I will be remiss if I do not at this time single out the invaluable contribution of Mr. Kelvin Bloyden, Assistant Managing Director, and Mr. Omar Russell, Group Head for Real Estate, who worked tirelessly over the past months to ensure the completion of this branch. In closing, I would like to thank all of you for attending the opening of this magnificent banking facility. And I invite everyone to enjoy its services and comfortable surroundings. Please let us know how we can continue to serve you better in the future. Welcome, thank you, and do enjoy the remaining of your evening. I now introduce to you our Governor, His Excellency Eugene Holiday.
I am pleased, very pleased, to be present to speak in my home district, Bush Road, to mark the official opening of this Bush Road self-service branch of the Windward Islands Bank. About 5.5 years ago, I spoke at another Windward Islands Bank function when the bank's expanded and upgraded main office was officially opened to further improve service levels to the bank's customers here on our island. Since then, a lot has happened. Hurricane Irma has devastated our socio-economic infrastructure, resulting in an estimated economic contraction of some 8.5% in 2018, following a decline of 4.5% in 2017. Meanwhile, unemployment has increased to 9.2% in 2018. There is, as a result, an urgent need to invest in the rebuilding of our national infrastructure and economy. The significance of this event is therefore more than the official opening of a new bank branch in the Bush Road district. It clearly demonstrates Windward Islands Bank continuing confidence in our economy, as well as its vital role in advancing St. Martin's digital infrastructure for socio-economic growth. As I saw this building transform into a Windward Islands Bank branch, it caused me to reflect on the evolution of life and business in the Bush Road community. Having grown up on Bush Road, I remember when it was truly a bush road, with only a few homes and families, hard-working families who invested their hard-earned money to create opportunities for the development of their families, their properties, and their community. Hard-working families who did self-service banking at home. Yes, self-service banking at home by holding their money in their shoes, under their mattresses, and in some cases in a safe. The natural, social, and economic landscape of Bush Road, like that of the rest of St. Martin, have changed dramatically since then. While at the foot of Bush Road, we still have the Prince Bernard Bridge, at the head of Bush Road, the T-crossing has transformed into a roundabout. At the heart of Bush Road, the former Esso gas station of my grandfather, L.B. Scott, now houses a Sol gas station. At the location of the former Carib Lumber of Mr. Charlie Flawn, we now have Cost You Less, the island's premier supermarket. Food Center has evolved into Carrefour Supermarket. And today, we are on the property where the well-known Bush Road resident, Ms. B, lived. We are here opening a new Windward Island digital self-service branch.
In my opinion, everything is perfect and you would be great for the job. But I see here that there's a 2-year gap in your resume. What did you do?
I was hospitalized for mental illness.
Oh, mental illness?
I've undergone treatment and I have a wonderful family that supports me.
Well, that is good news.
No, it's fine. I'm recovered.
We'll contact you, okay?
For a better understanding of mental health and what you can do to stop mental health stigma, please go to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Ne me pousse pas! Hey! Non! Mes lunettes sont par terre. Mes lunettes sont par terre. Récupère mes lunettes sont par terre. Les lunettes sont là. J'ai tout là. Je m'en occupe. Ok, va la prendre, va la prendre.
Si c'est pas la France, si c'est pas la Tahiti.